Hello and welcome to Downunder SimTV. Tonight we're live here for the TRL Super League 410 Sprintcar Super Series. Tonight here at Knoxville Raceway. It is round number 4. And next week we move on to the grand final of the 410 Super Series. Definitely look forward to this one. So tonight we're here at Knoxville Raceway. Thanks to streaming partners, Premium Simtography, Premium Designs, Local Sprintcar Photography and Media, iRacing Downunder and W Energy Drinks. Let's all stand up, remove your headwear as we play the Australian National Anthem.
Australians, all let us rejoice, for we are one and free, with golden soil and wealth for toil. Our home is good by sea. Our land abounds in nature's gifts of beauty, rich and rare. In history's page, let every stage of Earth's Australia fair. In joyful strains, and let us sing of Earth's Australia fair.
Welcome back. We'll go over our points after round number 3. With Lachlan Phillips, your current TRL number 1, is in the lead with Riley Fisher, Kevin Chatham, Henry Fenton, Kyle Fisher, Lachlan Ward, Brad Hilder, Corey Bowden, Nathan Vanderwacker and Paul Bryan. That is your top 10 current points standing after round number 3 from last week. And then we'll have a look at your calendar. So we're on to round number 4 tonight at Knoxville Raceway, and next week we move on to the dirt track at Charlotte for your grand final next week. So we definitely look forward. So next week we could see maybe a new crowned TRL number 1, or could we see Lachlan Phillips, your current TRL number 1, going back to back. Let's see if he is out on the track right now. No, he is in the pits. But we'll be back here very shortly to start your iRacing Downunder qualifying. As we're just waiting on the driver's briefing to be finished and underway here very shortly. To start your qualifying, we can definitely see a lot of people on here tonight. 28 registered for tonight's race. That is a jam-packed for tonight. Oh boy, there is definitely going to be some great racing here along the lines. So definitely look forward to that coming up here very shortly. We'll be back here very shortly. Well, we are moving on to the qualifying now. As qualifying is underway. Your qualifying is underway. Let's see on who comes out first. Hang on, and let's see what he can do around here. So far, so good. Let's see what he can do. So far, Aiden Garner. Oh, Haley Boyce gets it. Does quick time with a 15.878. Aiden Garner goes for 15.937. Can he go any quicker? No. Craig Dunn is your new quick time with a 15.658. Oh, boy. So far, so this one is Craig Dunn with a 15.527 is the quickest time here so far. Ethan Baston goes second quick with a 15.776. John Schultz goes second quick, 15.734. Shifts Ethan down to third. And New Fenton going for his qualifying does a 15.978. Kyle Fisher does a 15.997. And Fenton finishes off with a fourth quick with a 15.869. Thomas Mitchell, good to see him coming back. He does so far 10th quick. As Paul Bryan does the second quick with a 15.727. Thomas Mitchell now shifts Paul down to third. He takes his second with a 15.654. Lachlan Phillips has done his qualifying. He is your current TRL number 1. Does a 15.793. Puts him in 9th place. Gavin Chatham goes second quick. Shifts Thomas down. Gavin does a 15.624. Brad Hiller, let's see what he can do. So far, 28 people are in and racing and doing their qualifying. So, Brad Hiller, let's see what he can do. He goes, still hasn't registered yet. Riley Fisher goes second quick to finish off with a 15.622. Brad Hilda goes 5th quick, finishes off with a 15.694. Gavin Chatham, and that looks like everyone has finished off with their qualifying. We'll have a quick look at the results. Craig Dunn is your quick time for tonight with a 15.527. A round of applause to him for finishing off the quickest time for your qualifying, your iRacing Downunder qualifying. with Riley Fisher coming in behind him with a 0.095 second gap. So definitely looking good for this one, as we'll have a look at your heat number 1 grid. Craig Dunn, Thomas Mitchell, John Schultz, Matthew Stables, Henry Fenton, Archie Fisher, Blakey Williams, Craig Finlay, Phil Sanders, and Jaden Reckett. For your heat number 1, your heat number 1, we'll quickly get the 2-1 here. With Craig Dunn in the lead here to start it off for your heat number 1 for round number 4. Can't believe this series has already been nearly 5 weeks already. That's next week. We go on to the grand final here. The dirt track at Charlotte. And we'll get set to go green here very shortly. And we are... Nope, not quite green. And we are green. With Craig Dunn in the lead. Oh, goes up wide. Keeps a good distance. Thomas Mitchell in second. John Schultz third. Can need to keep it up and keep it together. Craig is just taken off with 7 laps to go. Craig, Thomas has a little bit of company. John Schultz not letting him go. Getting the gap a bit closer. Matthew Stables in 4th. Henry Fenton in 5th, but he's trying to keep it closing the gap between him and Matthew. Archie Fisher, Craig Finlay, Blakey Williams, Phil Sanders. Good to see him back in. Craig is just taken off as Thomas collects the wall. And it's upset and allows John to come around. John takes second. Oh, Matthew Stables down the bottom there. Can he take Thomas? He can. Oh, not enough speed there. Thomas back up to the top there. Starting to close up the gap. John Schultz still in second. Craig in first. It gets the gap between him and John. At least nearly 1.5 second gap between these two. Archie Fisher keeping it up here with Matthew Stables. Matthew having a little bit of distance between him and Henry Fenton. Henry Fenton goes to the 4th. Henry trying to keep it up, keep it close to Thomas. Thomas trying to keep it up there as well with John. There's at least just over a 1.5 second gap between first and second. Last lap. And Craig Dunn is your winner for heat number 1. A well done job from him. John Schultz taking second. Thomas goes down to third. Craig Dunn, John Schultz, Thomas Mitchell, Henry Fenton, Matthew Stables, Archie Fisher, Craig Finley, Blakey Williams, and Phil Sanders. Wow, that was a good run there as well. Have a look at heat number 2 grid. Riley Fisher, Brad Hilder, Kobe Noonan, Ethan Baston, Haley Boyce, Daniel Nickel, Corey Bowden, Lyle Fisher, do apologize to say that incorrectly, Shannon Blackburn, yes. As both heats, the top 3 go straight through to the feature for tonight's A main. Got to tighten it up here. Getting set to go green. Pace car pulls off, and we get set to go green for heat number 2 is underway. Riley Fisher taking off. Kevin Noonan down the bottom there. Ulrich got trying down the bottom here. Riley, Brad, Ethan. Oh, Ethan coming a bit close there. Riley trying to get himself some distance through him with Brad. Ethan still in 3rd, Kobe Noonan 4th. This is the 410 Sprintcar Super Series. 410s being the biggest ones here in the Sprintcar Series. Ethan takes 2nd. Brad goes back down. Oh, Brad takes it back. Oh, a little bit of wall tapping here. Looks like Shannon Blackburn is in the pits and Hadley Boyce is in the pits as well. Not too sure what happened between these two. Oh, we got yellow Ethan Baston. I just seen a glimpse of that. Have a replay. Oh, looks like Ethan was the one that caused himself. Well. We'll just wait for race control just to inform us to see what actually happened. Lights are out. Oh, we got cars going past the pace car. And we go back green. Riley Fisher back in the lead. Riley Fisher so far, last lap this time by. Corey Batten going up 4 spots. He goes up to 3rd, with Brad Hilda still in the same spot. Riley Fisher still in the same spot. Daniel Nickel going up 2 spots. Lyle Fisher going up 3 spots. Kobe Noonan out. So only 5 cars left out here. As that is it. Hey, well done. A job there from them guys, as we'll have a look at the heat number 2 results. With Riley Fisher finishing that one off, Brad Hilda, Corey Bowden, Daniel Nickel, Lyle Fisher, and unfortunately Ethan Baston, Kobe Noonan, and Hanley Boyce and Shannon Blackburn did not finish off. We'll have a look at heat number 3 grid. Gavin Chatham, Paul Bryan, Baxter Truchet, Lachlan Phillips, Aidan Gardner, Kyle Fisher, Nick Mithan, Dale Sinclair, and David Harris. Getting set for your heat number 3. Has got some of the cars going out wide. And it looks like Dale Sinclair is not registering. As Dale Sinclair has left, so unfortunately not around. So only 8 cars out here for tonight. Lights out. And it is green. Chatham in the lead. So far so good. Paul Bryan not letting him go. Back to Truchet. Oh, this gap is getting small between these two right now. Oh, we're yellow. Two-car Kyle Fisher. What is happening here? Lachlan Phillips. Ooh. We'll have a look at that from a different angle. And we're still on a yellow with 8 laps to go, having him completed a full lap. And because we didn't complete a full lap, it is still double line as we go green. Your heat number 3 is back on the way. And hopefully we can complete a lap here with 2 people already. Oh, 3 people. We only have 5 cars left out here yet again. Gavin Chatham in the lead. Paul Bryan in second. Back to Truchet closing in the gap behind Paul as well. Aiden Gardner in 4th and Nick Benton in 5th. Oh, Paul and Gavin are getting close together. Oh, could this be a close one? Paul coming around, takes it off with Paul. Gavin taking it back. Going up to the high side. Oh, this is getting a bit of a close one between Gavin and Paul. These ones are going head to head for this lead to finish off your heat number 3 with 3 laps to go this time by. Oh, these two are fighting. Oh, Paul clipping the wall there. Hasn't upset him too much a little bit. Baxter still in 3rd. Closing in the gap a little bit. Paul still there. Gavin up the top. Collecting a fresh lot of marbles there. 2 laps to go. Last lap. Oh, Paul goes down and takes it. Oh, well done, a job from him. But Gavin's not happy. Gavin's going to come back and try and take it off. Oh, these two are collided. Let's put Gavin back a little bit. And this one's finished it off with Paul taking the one. With Gavin in 2nd. Wowee. Paul Bryan to finish this one off. Gavin Chatham. Baxter Truchet, Aiden Garnett, Nick Menton, and unfortunately Lachlan Phillips, Kyle Fisher, and David Harris did not finish. Wow, that was a heat number 3. Wow. Henry Fenton, this is your B-main number 1 with Henry Fenton, Aiden Gardner, Lyle Fisher, Archie Fisher, Lachlan Phillips, Kobe Noonan, Blakey Williams, David Harris, and Shannon Blackburn for your B-main number 1. Top 4 go straight to the feature from your B main number 1. We get set to go green here very shortly. Oh boy, there is definitely some incidents happened tonight. And we are green. Henry Fenton in the lead here. Oh, he's definitely taken off. He is definitely holding on. This Evolution Sim Sports number 10 car is just on rails right now. With Aiden Garner in second, Lyle Fisher third, Lachlan Phillips in fourth. Oh, Archie Fisher coming back down to below. But Lachlan Phillips keeps it up with the fourth position with Lyle Fisher in third. Aiden Garner second, Henry Fenton in first. Not much of a gap here, at least just over half a second gap between him and second place. As we have 10 laps to go, or 9 this time. This race is definitely looking good so far for the old B main. As 7 laps to go this time by. Wowee, everyone is just on rails right now with Henry Fenton getting at least over a second gap. But Aiden Gardner still in second. Lyle Fisher with Lachlan Phillips in the pits. I'm too sure what happened with Lachlan Phillips as he is in the pits now. Henry Fenton still in the lead here with 5 laps to go this time by. Five laps to go. Henry's still doing a good job here. Nearly a 2-second gap between him and second place. He is on fire with Evolution Sim Sports. Number 10, he collides with the wall. That closes in the gap a little bit between him and Aiden Gardner. Hopefully it hasn't upset him too much as I heard another car clip the wall. As we only have 6 cars left out here for your B main number 1 with 2 laps to go this time by. I can just feel this A main is going to be a hairy one for tonight. 2 laps to go for your B main number 1. And your Evolution Sim Sports number 10 is on rails right now for your heat at your B main number 1. Ryan Garner still in second with Archie Fisher making a move on Lyle Fisher with coming into third. Last lap. As Henry Fenton touches the line, and your B main number 1, your Henry Fenton is the winner of your B main number 1. Finishing this one off with Aiden Gardner in second, Archie Fisher third, Lyle Fisher fourth, fifth Shannon Blackburn, and sixth David Harris. With unfortunately Lachlan Phillips not finishing up with that one. So have a look at your B main and number 2 grid. Daniel Nickel, Matthew Stables, Nick Menton, Ethan Baston, Craig Finlay, Kyle Fisher, Hadley Boyce, Phil Sanders, Dale Sinclair, and Jaden Rackett for your B main number 2. Your B main number 2 has just been informed the top 4 go straight through to the feature. All the rest go home and come back next week for the grand final. Looks like Dale Sinclair and Jane Rickett aren't here. And we are green. Well, B main number 2 is on the way. With Dale Sinclair and Jane Rickett are out as it gets off the screen. Daniel Nicol in the lead here. Let's see if he can keep it up as Ethan Baston is in, coming up. He is flying. Gets 2 spots with just like that. As he goes second, and he wants that first. He's getting a bit close here to Nicol. Gets a little bit taily. Oh, he's going to try. He takes the first. Daniel Nicol goes down. Ethan Baston up the top. Daniel goes down. Can he take it back? He does. He takes it back to the first. Oh, a nice close slide job there. Ethan Baston not too happy about it. Takes it back off of him. Oh, we have a collision with Craig Finlay. Oh, didn't have a wing and now he has a wing. Okay. Ethan Baston in the lead here. 8 laps to go of your B main number 2. So far so good with Ethan Baston here in the first place. There's just over a second gap between him and Hadley. Boyce takes second. Oh, throws Daniel Nicol back. Oh, so far, this is just a brilliant racing with 3 laps to go here. Ethan Baston. Last lap this time by. Ethan Baston is your B main number 2 winner. He goes up 3 spots and wins it. With Haley Boyce goes up 5 spots as well and gets second place with Daniel Nicol in third. A little bit unfortunate for him. He was leading. Ethan Baston, Haley Boyce. Hadley Boyce, to apologize saying incorrectly. Daniel Nicol, Carl Fisher, Craig Finlay, Phil Sanders, Matthew Stables. Well, unfortunately, and then Nick Minton with unfortunately not finishing it off. Wow, that was a hell of a couple of races here. as only the top 4 made it to the feature. As it is warm-up. We'll be right back here very shortly after these ads. Well, your A main here is about to start. We're just finishing off the warm-up. Well, we'll have a look at your A main grid here. Craig Dunn, Riley Fisher, Paul Bryan, John Schultz, Brad Hilder, Gavin Chatham, Thomas Mitchell, Corey Bowden, Baxter Truchet, Henry Fenton, Ethan Baston, Aidan Gardner, Hadley Boyce, Archie Fisher, Daniel Nickel, Lyle Fisher, Kyle Fisher. Wow, that was definitely quite a lot. 17 cars for your A main. We get set for your A main. 30 laps on the board. As we have one fast repair, and once it turns the 16 laps, pits are closed. But if you get a tow, that is it. That is it for the end of the night. Craig Dunn in your lead. Let's hopefully see what he can do. And we are green. Your A main is on the way for tonight, round number 5. Oh, 4, sorry, to apologise. Right, done. Taken off. The way that car is sitting, it's just sit down and it is a go, go, go. Paul Bryan in second. Not too much of a gap here between these two right now. Riley Fisher in third. Brad Hilder fourth. John Schultz fifth. Gavin Chatham in sixth. Thomas Mitchell seventh. Baxter Truchet eighth. And it is just going to be a tight one tonight. Craig Dunn is just showing us how it is done around here. So far, leading 3 laps so far. "26 laps to go." Oh, this is definitely some good racing around here. Oh, Craig Dunn is just unstoppable right now. Paul Bryan just at the back here. Riley Fisher. Wow, a lot of people are just continuously cruising along. Ten laps, unstoppable. Craig is just a wow factor. Craig and Paul are unstoppable right now. So is Riley Fisher. As Riley Fisher was in second place. Paul Bryan taken around there, but never mind, still the top 3. Ethan Basson in 4th place, goes up 7 spots, so he's definitely hunting down. But John Schultz gone back one with Gavin Chatham still in 6th place where he started. But Craig Dunn is just on fire. $18 to go. Or 17, I should say. "17 laps, 16, and the pits are now closed. With 16 laps to go on the board here. As we go yellow, yellow, yellow. So it's taken 15 laps for a yellow. Oh. Well. Craig Dunn, this number 57 car is on fire. As we're just doing a pole shuffle here. And we are back to green. 16 laps to go. Craig Dunn's got to try and build his speed back up, but he has Paul Bryan right there. Oh, could this be a tie for it? Oh, Craig's starting to build up the speed. Paul's up the top here. Can Paul find the grip up there? He's not too sure. Oh, Paul's right there. As we go yellow again. Daniel Nickel, what has happened here? Oh. Oh, Henry getting the wool. And collects a few cars. Oh, wow. Pits are now closed with 14 laps to go here on the board. Was the primary cause of that yellow. It was Henry Fenton, the Evolution Sim Sports number 10. Craig Dunn back in the lead here. Let's hopefully he can keep this up. He's definitely looking pretty good up here at the front. He started in first. Hopefully he can finish off in first. I'm thanking every single one of you guys for watching tonight. And we are green. Craig back in the lead here, but Paul's not giving him any room. Oh boy, this is definitely going to be a tight one here. Oh, Paul's back in the lead. Oh, Paul's in the lead. Oh, takes it back. Craig's trying to build himself up some distance between him and Paul, but Paul takes it back. He takes the first. Paul's taking the first. Craig comes back. Well, they still going head to head. If Paul can keep in the lead. And I think it's safe to say, I think Paul gets this one. 10 laps to go. Or 9 laps to go, sorry, do apologise. Well, Brian continuing on with the lead here, but Craig Dunn is not letting him go here. Riley Fisher in third. 7 laps to go. Craig wants another piece of it. Craig takes it back. Oh. Five laps to go. We're here, over halfway. Three laps to go this time by Craig Dunn is back in the lead here, trying to build himself the gap between him and Paul Bryan. Paul Bryan getting back a little bit, nearly a second gap between these two right now. With Craig still going on. It's definitely got these rockets back in the sprint car, the number 57 car. Last lap. Craig Dunn could be your winner for round number 4. But Gavin Chatham. Oh, Gavin Chatham and Paul Bryan here messing around. Paul coming up the top. Gavin right there. Oh, these two are going side by side here for the second place. And that is it. Craig Dunn is your winner for round number 4. And Gavin just gets it. Wow. Wow, that was a hell of a race here for your A main. With Craig Dunn, Gavin Chatham, Paul Bryan, Riley Fisher, John Schultz, Baxter Truchet, Aidan Gardner, Brad Hilder, Kyle Fisher, Corey Bowden, Henry Fenton, Archie Fisher, Henley Boyce, Thomas Mitchell, Ethan Baston, Lyle Fisher, and Daniel Nicol. Not too sure if he finished or not. But that was a hell of a race to have a look at. We'll be right back here very shortly after these ads for the interviews.
Yeah, all good. Yeah.
Welcome back. We'll have a look at our interviews for tonight. Wow, that was a sensational race here. In third place, Paul Bryan. Paul, how you doing, mate?
Hey, mate. Not bad. Yourself?
Not too bad. Take us through your race, mate.
She was pretty treacherous out there. Mate. She was pretty rough up the top and slick through the middle, and that was a pretty good race between me and Craig there, and myself and Gavin at the end. So, all in all, it wasn't bad.
Yeah, so it started off in third, but to come up to second, that was definitely some good moves. And between both you and Craig, mate, that was definitely some sensational racing between you two. You led in a total of 3 laps. Any changes you could have made tonight?
Oh, yeah, there's always improvements you can make, mate, but I'm sure everyone will be the same. So, that was a good race and hard fought win by Craig. Congrats to him and Gavin on the P2, and come back next week and try again.
Yep. How's the season gone so far?
I think we've only done the last 3 races and had a podium in each of them, so that's fairly solid. And win last week, so no, it's going pretty good, mate. I didn't get to do any practice laps before tonight, just jumped in and threw in some sets we had there, and off we went. So I was pretty happy with that, to be honest.
Yep. How was the track tonight?
As I said at the start, it was treacherous, mate. It was big cushion. The cushion was really rough and quite high up the wall, and it was definitely quicker down the bottom to start with. But I just noticed after following Craig for a few laps there on the bottom, well, one, there was nowhere to pass him because he was running the bottom. So the only way around him was to go around. And after a few laps there, I noticed we'd both flicked a bit of fluff up in the middle, and I took that line and thought I was coming, and then Craig went up on the same line, so I don't know how he saw that because he had no mirror. But anyway, it was, I think he might have got someone in the background letting him know where the line was. But no, other than that, mate, he deserved the win. So
yeah,
that was good fun. But the track was, yeah, she was pretty tricky.
What was your strategy to keeping the car on the track tonight?
I think I said the same last week. Just throttle control, mate. You had to drive these things with the throttle more than the steering wheel. It's all about, especially on a track that slick, it was, yeah, just really smooth on the throttle, and I was probably overdriving it a bit there once I got to the lead, and that's, hurt myself there from overdriving it. But it's just being, less is more in those type of track conditions. So especially in a 410 when it's that slick, you've just got to be really smooth on the throttle.
Yep. Any sponsors you'd like to thank?
Still the boys at Man Up Sim Racing, Speed Factory for the sets we run. That's about it, mate. You guys are putting on the league.
No worries, mate. Well, thanks very much for putting on a good race, and hopefully to see you next week.
Appreciate it, mate. Thank you.
As that is Paul Bryan. Wow, that was a sensational race there from him. As we'll go to our second place, Gavin Chatham. Well, definitely a good talk with him last time. Gavin, how you doing, mate? Gavin, how you doing, mate?
Hey, Damien, how's it going?
Not too bad. Take us through a race, mate.
The car was really good tonight. Pretty good. I could really put it anywhere I wanted to, and the car was going forward. Ultimately starting 6th and moving up to 2nd. What was a really good run for us. Really good points tonight. I wish I would have had a couple more laps, or just it took me a while to get through the traffic a little bit there, make some passes, and there's a heck of a battle between me and Paul. I think we were side by side there for the last out of 3 or 4, maybe 5 laps. So a heck of a battle there for 2nd place. I would have liked a shot at Craig there, but ultimately it was a good run for us, and definitely take the points and finish 2nd.
Yeah. Any changes you could have made tonight?
Maybe I was playing around with the wing a little bit, trying to especially when I adjusted my line and hit the middle there, I was able to make the middle roll. I was playing with my wing a little bit, maybe tried moving it back just a touch bit, maybe a click or two back. But other than that, the car felt really, really good. I really could put it anywhere, and the thing would go forward. Definitely a little tricky out there, a little treacherous, especially on the cushion there. You had to be really patient, really smooth with it. But ultimately, just maybe wing and possibly maybe putting a little bit of engine restriction on it. But other than that, the car felt great.
Yeah. How's your season gone so far?
So far so good. We're able to qualify really well and start up front, which is huge for these races. You gotta start up front and get as many points as you can and do well in the heat races, lock in for the feature. And starting up front obviously helps a lot with producing good finishes as well. So we've been able to do that all year long, and we're right in the thick of the points battle heading into the last week here at Charlotte. So it should be pretty exciting.
Yep. How was the track tonight?
The track was really good. It was slick. You had to. It was definitely a driver's track. You had to move around. You had to definitely be smooth on the throttles, smooth on the steering. Just be as straight, keep the car as straight as possible. And then this track definitely made you switch around a lot. The bottom was really good there for a while, and the top was good. And then like I was saying before, I was able to roll the middle there and pass a couple cars because no one. That's what you got to find on a track like this where everyone's kind of running all over the place. You got to run where they're not and make passes count when you can. And definitely tonight was definitely tricky, but it was a good track. It was definitely very um, competitive and a very racy type track, and made the drivers definitely move around and try to find the best groove.
Yeah. What was your strategy to keeping the car on the track?
Just being smooth, being smart, making passes count when they needed to, taking care of the car, obviously, um, and just staying out front. If you can do those things, and typically the race will take care of itself, and you'll end up finishing well. So ultimately, just trying to keep the nose clean and make my passes count when the opportunity arose, and just try to move forward.
Yeah. Any sponsors you like to thank?
I just want to thank you, Damien, for doing an awesome job with the broadcast week in and week out. I just want to thank TRL, all the sponsors, admin, everybody behind the scenes, and everybody involved in this league that puts it on for us, allows us to come out here and put on a good show for everybody. I just want to thank FTM, Full Throttle Motorsports, Mike Schick Motorsports Design, Velocity Race Design, Northeast Outlaw Motorsports, Chatham Motorsports, Swan Speed Shop, the Super Dirt Car Series, Vertex Graphics. Um, and I want to thank TPR Tanner Pettit setups. These things are rolling. I mean, they're so fast right now, and definitely making me look good on the racetrack. So we'll keep hammering away at it, and hopefully we can get that one spot better.
No worries, mate. Well, thanks very much for putting on a good race, and it's been always awesome with racing with you, and streaming you as well, because you just put on a great show. We'll see you next week, hopefully, for the grand final.
That sounds good, Damien. Thank you much, and have a great weekend. Have a great weekend, everybody.
You too. As that is Gavin Chatham, your second place. Wow, he definitely was on rails as well. And another person who was on rails tonight. Wow, he led 25 laps total of tonight. Craig Dunn. Craig, how you doing, mate?
Good, thanks, mate. Yourself?
Not too bad. Take us through a race, mate.
Not much to say, mate. I was just trying to be smooth and trying to keep it out of trouble, and yeah, it worked out.
Yeah. Any changes you could have made tonight?
No, I don't think so, mate. The car was pretty good. It was pretty good early, and the caution came out, and we had to make a few changes of where to run on the track. But other than that, it was just a matter of finding the right line, and no, the car was good.
Yep. How's the season going so far?
Mate, this was my first race for the season, so season-wise, I haven't done much at all. Obviously, that was my first race for the season, so
Yep.
no, it went okay.
Well, definitely a good season starter as you led 25 laps straight.
Yeah, like I said, it was good, mate. It was a tricky track. It had different lines throughout the race, which is always fun. And then with that caution come out, it threw a little spanner in the works, and Paul was able to get by, and we were able to compete for the win there, which was fun. And yeah, we searched a little bit and we found the right line and managed to get it done. So it was good.
Yeah. How was the track tonight?
It was good. It was a tricky track, mate. Like I said, there was multiple lines. It was on the bottom early, and then, I think you could have ran the top if you wanted to, possibly towards the end there, and I think the middle would have been okay as well. And yeah, it was a tricky track. It was fun. You had to search around and try and find the right line.
Yeah. What was your strategy to keeping the car on the track?
Just trying to be smooth, mate. Keeping it out of trouble. No mistakes. Just trying to be smooth on the throttle and the steering, and yeah, and go from there, and just minimize mistakes, and everything should be good from there. So that's all we tried to do.
Yep. Any sponsors you'd like to thank, mate?
Mate, obviously you guys for broadcasting, TRL for putting it on, and then obviously with the car, just Sick Lids, mate, and Elbows Up Sim Sports, and Wizard Garage. Thanks to them, and thanks to Maddie in Discord, and the other guys that yeah, all of those boys. So that was good.
No worries, mate. Well, thanks very much for that one. It was just, definitely some great racing, especially between you and Paul. Fighting for that first place. He managed to get past you a couple times, but you just managed to come back and just take the lead back off of him and just led on. It was definitely some good racing from my point of view, and hopefully to see you next week for the grand final.
Yeah, cheers. Thanks, mate.
That is Craig Dunn, your winner for round number 4 tonight. Wow, that was some good racing from him around this beautiful track for tonight here at Knoxville Raceway. Well, that rounds out the night here down at Downunder SimTV. We'll see you all on Monday night for the ASD on Monday night, Sprintcar Series 2025, round number 7, and good night. It will be the I-55.